Hey, what's up, everybody? Steve Schwartz here from LSAT Unplugged, joining you today to share the LSAT score medians for the top 14 law schools. Before I get into it, I wanted to let you all know that I have a free, easy LSAT cheat sheet to help you kickstart your LSAT studying. Check out the links below this video to get your copy. So the reason I'm sharing these LSAT score medians with you today is that I found a lot of applicants are under misconceptions about what kind of LSAT score you need to get into the top 14 law schools. The law school admissions process has gotten more competitive in recent years for a number of reasons, partially due to the fact that students are studying more, partially due to the fact that there was a lot of LSAT flex score inflation earlier in the pandemic, and partially because law schools are increasingly numbers driven, focusing more and more heavily on LSAT scores and GPAs at the expense of other more soft factors as they get more competitive, looking to get an edge over each other in the U.S. News law school rankings. So without further ado, here are the LSAT score medians for the top 14 law schools. At the top, we have Yale with a 175 LSAT score median, Harvard at 174, Chicago and Columbia and Stanford all at 173, Cornell, NYU, Penn, and WashU at 172, and finally UCLA, Georgetown, Michigan, Northwestern, and Virginia all at 171. It is worth noting that almost all of these law schools increase their LSAT score medians by at least a point or two relative to last year. In other words, the process is getting more and more competitive. A lot of these schools also have undergraduate GPA medians around 3.8 or even 3.9, with those undergraduate GPA medians increasing as well, in part due to grade inflation. And once again, the process is getting more and more competitive over time. What this means is that if you are still in undergrad, focus on getting the highest GPA possible. I might get some flack for saying this, but if you are solely focused on getting into the best law school possible, you may want to consider undergraduate classes that are more likely to give you a relatively higher GPA. So maybe you want to stay away from the more cutthroat competitive classes that grade on a curve and instead go for the classes that give you a little bit of a GPA boost, where the professors maybe don't even believe in grades, as I had the experience in undergrad at one point, where you are virtually guaranteed to get somewhere in the A range just by turning in your assignments on time, showing up to office hours, and developing a good relationship with the professor. If you are out of undergrad, then of course the LSAT is the number one thing you can impact in your admissions process right now to maximize your chances. I recommend, of course, aiming for the highest LSAT score possible. I don't believe in aiming for 160 or 165 or even 170. I recommend always aiming for 180. And by the way, if you are looking to achieve a score of at least 170 or higher, ideally, of course, 180 on one of the LSAT test dates this fall, please reach out. I'm looking to work closely with a couple of students who are aiming to get their highest possible LSAT score on the exam this fall. I do have a couple of criteria that I'm looking for. First off, I'm looking for you to have been studying for the LSAT for at least 3 months. I'm looking for you to have developed a strong foundation in the basics of the LSAT, the different sections, and the different question types. And finally, I'm looking for you to have achieved a score of 160 or above on at least one timed practice test. If you meet these criteria, I would especially love to hear from you. Check out the links below this video to book a call with me and my team. We'd love to help you out. If you don't yet meet those criteria, that's okay too. We have a number of other ways we can support you, whether it's through our live online classes via Zoom, our on-demand video courses, and small group coaching sessions. Again, check out the links below this video to find out more. We'd love to help you out. And of course, check out the link below to download that free easy LSAT cheat sheet to get started with your prep. And if you found this video helpful, please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really does help with that YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them, and feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.